Hello YouTube, and welcome to your first JavaScript tutorial. Now JavaScript is a very popular language, but it's also very high in demand, and that's why you guys should be learning it. So just follow my tutorials and you'll be an expert in no time. So before we begin, I feel like I should give you guys a background of what JavaScript is. Now JavaScript is normally never used by itself, like we're going to be learning it today, and for a while. JavaScript is normally used in combination with HTML and CSS, Hypertext Markup Language, and Cascading Style Sheets. Now, if you guys don't know what those are, it's okay. Basically, those are what makes up your web pages. HTML gives kind of the structure behind a web page, and CSS makes it look pretty. So where does JavaScript fall in? Well, JavaScript is what gives it function and purpose. It makes things more, it adds behavior to your web page. So without JavaScript, you'll just have a pretty static page that looks pretty. But you add JavaScript and you can have polls, you can have widgets and apps on your web page, and that's why people why it's so in demand and why people want JavaScript developers. So now that we know what JavaScript is, where do we write the code for JavaScript? Well, as I said, it's used with HTML and CSS, and HTML and CSS are normally written in text documents like Notepad++ or Sublime or Atom. Those are just plain text editors. But we're not going to be, focusing on the HTML and CSS part. We're learning JavaScript. So to learn JavaScript and to code in JavaScript, what I want you guys to do is to go into your favorite web browser and type in js.do. Just as it is in the top left corner of your screen. There's no .com, js.do. And this is where we're going to be focusing on writing our JavaScript code. So with this editor, you have a console to the right, and you have where all your code can go to your left. Now already in here is some, like this top line is a mix between HTML and CSS, and then this is some JavaScript code. So this whole thing right here basically created all of this, believe it or not, just this little bit. So we will get to that. We'll be able to make something like that. In fact, we'll be able to make way more than that throughout these tutorials. But what I want you guys to do for now is get rid of everything above the script line, and then below the script line, the P. And I want you to write script. Make sure you spell it correctly. And what's a good tutorial without writing some actual code? So today I want to just show that the text editor works, or this website works. So what I want you guys to do is write document.write 5 plus 8. That was a 7. 8. And I'll make sure you end it with a semicolon. All statements in JavaScript need to end in semicolon, with the semicolon. Now, you guys don't know what a statement is or anything, or a function. It doesn't matter. We'll learn it together. Just hold your horses. We'll get there. But let's run this code, which is in the top left corner. And there you go. It spits out 13 on the side. So what this document.write line does is simply writes to the document, this being the document over to the right, whatever 5 plus 8 is. Now what if I wrote, I don't know, let's put this in quotes, string. What happens then if I run the code? String pops out. Okay, so this thing just basically outputs whatever I want off to the right, and that's fantastic. And that's enough to show that this thing works. So we'll be working with this web page for all our tutorials. So thank you all for watching. We'll tune in next time. We'll go over some variables and other basic programming techniques. All programming languages are more or less the same. You learn JavaScript, be easily on your way to learning Java, Python, C++, etc. They're all very similar. So once again, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.